Not this year. Not a single Democrat this year is running for the Senate trying to cozy to the gun lobby. Times and voters have both changed. Second, we have to take on the gun lobby head on and unmask it for what it has become, a spokesman for the gun makers, not for gun owners. 80% of gun owners, even NRA members, support universal background checks. A higher percentage of gun owners than non-gun owners, some polls show, support closing the terror loophole. More political leaders need to call out the gun lobby's double game and make their endorsement a little bit less meaningful. At the top of the ticket, Hillary Clinton is doing just that. Don't underestimate the importance of a major party presidential candidate asking for a mandate on the issue of guns and calling out the opponents of gun reform along the way. Some of the biggest applause lines for Clinton in her speeches are when she pledges to take on the gun lobby, and she isn't afraid to talk about this in unlikely places like North Carolina and Virginia. And further, we're also getting some new unlikely allies within the Republican Party. During the debate that followed our filibuster, senators like Jeff Flake and Lindsey Graham, who both voted against background checks, by the way, in 2013, were very critical of those that argued for the status quo. Quote, every right has boundaries on it, unquote. That's what Lindsey Graham said earlier this year about the Second Amendment. I'm sure he would not have conceded that point 2 or 4 or 6 years ago. And lastly, and this is the hardest part, we need to resist trying to remake the modern right. If they are moving towards a type of neo-anarchy, where everything the government touches is sullied ground, then we shouldn't try to think that those of us on the side of stronger gun laws can alone stop this march. The solution then also lies in Democrats moving away from our own safe space and recognizing that the right slide away from defending the legitimacy of government isn't going to magically abate, especially if a Democrat continues to occupy the White House. We have to be ready, frankly, to meet Republicans on their space in the sense that we should be thinking about another outlet for Republicans to show their anti-government bona fides other than drawing a line in the sand on gun laws. Many Republicans in Congress that I talk to want to be more reasonable on the issue of guns, but they're stuck in a party in which your positions on guns is kind of a litmus test for how much you hate government.